The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNCnow.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the new channel. Our passion transforms a community channel that sees all things new. I am MK Bertulfo, streaming from Lipa, Batangas. Again, good evening. You're watching FHMoms on TNC Express Part 1 of 5. Welcome to TNC Express. Ayan, thank you so much to all of our viewers who's watching tonight. And of course, I wanted to thank TNC, the new channel family, for this opportunity na makapag-collaborate, makapag-partner with Filipina Homebased Moms at sa pinakauna naming FHMoms Startup Month na event na mangyayari na ngayon next month. Sobrang excited na kami sa lahat ng mga naka-line up na events. Pero let me introduce myself din muna. So I'm MK Bertulfo. I'm the CEO and founder of FHMoms, who has now 370,000 members globally. So hello sa mga members namin sa buong Pilipinas, pati na abroad. Maraming salamat sa suporta niyo. So this episode, I mentioned earlier that we have 5 episodes na gagawin to promote our upcoming big event, no, to promote digital entrepreneurship and introduce our members and of course to everyone who's watching this to the startup world. So allow me to share my story with you. So noong 2017, as a first-time mom, I struggled a lot when it comes to our finances, pagdating sa traffic, no, and then office politics pa, and then nahirapan ako i-juggle yung responsibilities ko bilang isang first-time mom and then as a wife. So what I did, I started finding for online jobs. I landed an online job as an email support, and then nagtuloy-tuloy yung career ko sa online freelancing. Nakakuha pa ako ng ibang jobs. And then same time na binild ko yung online career ko as a freelancing, that is also the time that I started creating or I started growing this online community nga, which is FHMoms, na talaga naman from being a Facebook community, now we are a registered corporation na a social enterprise na nakatulong na sa libo-libong mga mommy members namin sa community. And we offer a lot, no, para lang matulungan yung mga members namin from the free webinars, from job matching, no. Before the pandemic, we have this face-to-face training at nakalibot ako sa iba't ibang lugar ng Pilipinas, no, from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So talagang sinipagan namin yung pagtuturo sa mga moms namin kasi yung challenges na na-experience ko, it's the same with the challenges that our community members are facing. Kaya sabi ko, talagang sisipagan ko at gagalingan ng team namin sa pag-come up ng mga iba't ibang projects, hindi lamang sa freelancing. And ngayon nga, after 4 years of doing projects para sa online job, this is the first time that we're doing this na malaking event to promote digital entrepreneurship, no? Para mas matulungan pa yung mga kababayan natin na mag-excel hindi lang sa online job or pagtatrabaho, pati na rin sa pagnenegosyo, and eventually yung mga moms natin or kung sino man ang mga kababaihan na nanonood ngayon maging future na CEO. Ayan. So I wanted to introduce, of course, our partners in this upcoming event. TNC is one of our media partners. Sobrang thankful ako for giving this platform, no, na ma-introduce ang FH Moms and our partner na naging tulay din para sa startup na journey ko, no? So when I'm starting FH Moms, hindi ko alam kung paano papatakbuhin. Pero when I joined this communities rin for startup, na bootcamp nila. This is a competition that I joined in my early years of pagbibuild ng FH Moms as a startup company. Ang dami kong natutunan from their bootcamp, ang dami kong na-meet ng mga startup founders, ng mga investors. I joined different competitions because of them kasi nakita ko lang rin sa kanila. But further, I'd like to introduce Dave Del Rosario of KBU Innovation Hub, the head of community and the ecosystem. He will be sharing to us, no, kung ano ba yung mga programs na meron ng KBU Innovation Hub, at marami pa tayong matututunan sa kanya at i-share niya lahat ng yan sa atin.
Hi, MK.
Hi, Dave.
Hello. Hello, everyone. To everyone listening right now. Happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me, MK, and of course the TNC
Thanks, Dave.
experts.
Sinishare ko sa kanila kanina how we started sa FH Moms at gaano kalaki yung contribution ng Kubo sa startup journey ng FH Moms, kasi kayo yung parang masasabi ko na pinakaunang nagtiwala sa FH Moms na kakayanin namin na mag-excel dito sa digital or tech world. So maybe you can share with us, ano ba talaga ang Kubo at anong ginagawa ng Kubo para sa mga startups?
Sure. Well, but first of all, congratulations, MK, for you're big time ka na. Sabi nga, you have thousands of members na talaga, and we're always proud and we're always happy to see where you are right now. I think you're one of the Kubo babies, tinatawag namin. But for everyone's context, Kubo is actually a national innovation hub. In a layman's term, we are the modern bahay Kubo, where we embody the bayanihan culture in helping different startups in the country. For our listeners who are not yet familiar with startups, it's a project that has a potential to become a business in the future and to be highly scalable. And normally, they are offering new, innovative, and disruptive solution to a problem. Nga. And our usual advice to first time to hear startups, or those listeners na hindi pa familiar gaano sa startup, our normal advice is to watch the Netflix K-drama series called Startup. So if you wanna learn more about startup, just go over that Netflix K-drama. But of course, if you wanna learn more about startup, you can always join Kubo's event. But going back, I guess, Kubo again is the first innovation hub in the country, born through a public-private partnership with UST, with DTI, with JP Morgan, and Idea Space. And since then, our vision is really to see Filipino startups changing the world. And we do that by providing them different supports and platforms, whether that's a mentorship opportunity, an office space, different classes about business modeling or pitching, or yung tulad ng binanggit ni MK kanina na bootcamps and workshops, et cetera, et cetera. We have those kind of programs, and services to our startups. And I'd like to think na, we almost provide everything that the startup founders would need. So that's technically what we do. We are actually based in Makati, but of course, obviously right now, because of pandemic, we're all working from home. But if you are interested to know more about Kubo Innovation Hub, and if you have like a startup in mind, or you're trying to come up with your own startup, just head over to kubo.com.ph. All of our programs and services are for free. So, we're just waiting for you guys talaga to really unleash that idea, and we can make that happen with you guys.
And Dave, since you mentioned about the startup K-drama, para sa mga nakapanood na meron dong hackathon, and FH Moms, we will be doing our own version of hackathon. We will be calling it Mamathon. So aside from the hackathon, meron din kaming MomCon, which is virtual na conference. No, that's something that you should look forward in for next month. Since you mentioned about the startup K drama, the hackathon, and all your initiatives sa Kubo, I wanted to ask then, why did you choose to partner with FH Moms no for this project? And what can you say to those moms, especially like me rin na nag-start lang din sa business, na mag-take risk no na pumasok rin sa tech industry?
One quick answer to that, MK, is women empowerment. There's a study nga conducted by PwC. It showed that there's actually a huge gender gap in the Philippine startup ecosystem. That's 82% male and 18% female startup founders. No? And we believe that, working with you, with your community, with FH Moms, would definitely help, would definitely support and empower the women, the girls, every moms to start their own businesses, to start their own startups. We also want to inform them that there is already a fair space in the ecosystem for everyone, not just because you're a female founder, meaning you don't have any space in the ecosystem. No, we do have so many different supports, for women founders, and that's basically the reason why we are all out. We are 100% game to support your FH Moms startup one talaga, no? Especially we're so excited to you know to hear the ideas of the moms, no, during your momathon. We want to produce more female startup founders in the ecosystem, and we want to tell every Pinay in the ecosystem that we have so many supports na, no, for you guys, no. And we've seen so many good startups in the world that's being led by a women, no, Canva for example. And we believe in the innovativeness and ingenuity of every woman in the country. So I'd say that's our biggest reason why we partner with FH Moms. Really women empowerment, and really encourage every girls, every women, every mothers. No, na it's about time to get out there, try to solve a problem, create a technology business solution, and we'd love to hear you guys. We'd love to get you guys started, and of course, people will always be here naman to support you in every ways.
Thank you so much, Dave, for supporting and for believing in us women. No, since you mentioned about women empowerment, maybe some of you are familiar now with Startup Pinay, which is a specific program or project ng Kubo, no, for them to support Filipina founders. So FH Moms is part of it. At sobrang happy kami na we're doing this kasi I'm not really sure kung meron na bang gumawa ng specific na event for moms day. What do you think? Meron na ba in the past? Na,
Actually, I've been in the startup ecosystem over the last 8 years, and so far, the very reason why I'm so excited for Mamathon is because I believe this is the first time. No, I would want to hear, all the innovativeness, all of the ideas na mapoproduce ng mga moms natin, ng mga participants natin. So very much excited for this activity talaga.
totoo. Sobrang exciting, no? Ako, I've been dreaming about this. Nung nag-start pa lang yung FH mo, sabi ko, kailan kaya ako makakapag-organize ng event for entrepreneurship, and then dumating na nga tong time na to. Sobrang thankful talaga ako sa Kubo. And now, Dave, I wanted to ask then, maybe we can give them an idea about the startup industry 5 to 10 years from now. Kasi ako, I'm so busy with FH Moms right now as much as I want to predict what will happen in the next years. Hindi ko na sure. So maybe you can give us an idea gaano ba ka magiging malaki or gaano na kalaki right now ang startup industry.
Sure. Quick numbers for everyone. We currently have around 700 startups in the country, and the Philippine startup ecosystem is very promising. Pre-pandemic, we are seeing the growth of different startups. No, And they're serving different industries, say it from e-commerce to financial to education to tech, education and tourism and stuff like that. And of course, obviously since pandemic started last 2020, um, they sila talaga yung pinaka natamaan. But um, different studies na talaga yung nare-release over the web that says that the Philippine startup ecosystem is very promising, and it's very it's very ripe for for startups to thrive. um and for the next 5 to 10 years, we hope that we would be able to have our own unicorn talaga. And I guess it's about time talaga for the Philippines, to be part of the global startup ecosystem map, because and it's about time for us to be known not just because of Manny Pacquiao, not just because of Miss Universe titles or the sweetest mangoes in the world, but more so, I guess it's about time for us to be known because of the innovativeness that we have, the ingenuity that we have, the creativeness and craziness that we have. And for the next 5 to 10 years, we hope that that 700 startups we have right now will triple, no, and that that startup, that entrepreneurship would become a lifestyle na for every youth out there listening to us, no, na it's for the last 5 years then, we are seeing different supports from the programs. We have different technology business incubators around the country. We have our own Philippine Startup Challenge. We have the Startup Pinay. We do different mapping reports, no, and all I can say is this is very promising. The community is very promising. We do attract different foreign investors, different foreign investment. Pinupuntahan na nila tayo not because of Boracay, not because of Palawan, but because of the talent that we have in the ecosystem, no. And we're not just producing we are a top producer of ano nga, 'di ba, human resource and electronics device, but we are definitely much capable to produce world class startups, to create world class technology. And that's actually the promise of the Philippine startup ecosystem. It's booming. It's really definitely paakyat in growth. And there's no way for us to go to to really we would want to encourage everyone talaga to start your own startup, because the support is already here, both from the public and private. And it's about time for you guys to to really start your own startup.
Since you mentioned about the opportunities, no, and then for all the moms who are members of FH Moms na working then for foreign clients, usually kasi these clients are startup companies then. So I'm pretty sure may marami rin sa mga members ng FH Moms and then viewers natin right now sa TNC na familiar na rin with the startup industry. But we also wanted to know, what do you think are the challenges, no, ng ating mga startup companies and founders para mag-thrive, especially during this pandemic?
I'd say one is definitely the funding support. It's no easy feat to create your own startup. You know that, MK. And
Mm-hmm.
aside from the funding support, you definitely need like guidance and mentoring support talaga. Not just from one mentor, not just from one organization, but the entire community talaga. So that's one thing na we're trying to address. The public and private organization are trying to address the opportunities that we need to offer to our startups, no? And of course the exposure. If you're a startup, definitely you need you need an exposure to to market your product, to validate your product, and to pitch your idea talaga to different audience. So I think that too would be the main challenge talaga. And what makes the ecosystem exciting is because those two challenges are like already acknowledged, no. And we have a very good support from the government that address that two challenge. So for the next 5 years, I guess very ripe na talaga ang Philippines for startups to thrive, no, for startups to survive. And it's really just a matter of you guys getting out of your comfort zone, getting out of your rooms of your houses, and really create ideas that matters.
And thank you so much, Dave, no, for your time. Grabe. Dave is talking about the challenges. Napapa-throwback ako sa mga naging challenges ko din before kasi alam na alam ng Kubo yan gaano kami ka-struggle sa FH Moms from building our team when it comes to accounting, marketing, operations, talagang lahat talagang binild talaga namin ng FH Moms from scratch. And looking at FH Moms now and then my fellow startup founders ng mga babae rin na nakakakuha ng funding through the help of different organizations including Google. Sobrang nakaka-proud and it makes me more excited no for this event na mag-run, maging successful kasi alam ko na kung gaano ka naging successful yung mga freelancing programs and events ng FH Moms, eh ganun din for FH Moms Startup Month. Kaya mga TNC Live viewers natin dyan, mga momshies, and to all aspiring startup founders, I really hope you can support and join our activities sa FH Mom Startup Month. We have MomCon, which is happening on October 2 to 3 Saturdays yon. But before that, TNC rin, we have 5 episodes. Yung first is ngayon, and then every Monday at 7 p.m., meron kayong aabangan no, ng mga guests natin from our partners, from different people who help us na maging successful itong event. No? And the main objective really of this event that we're doing, all these activities, is makapag-hikayat ng mga mas marami pang Pilipino no na magsimula ng kanilang sariling negosyo, sarili nilang startup company no at maging successful at kahit papaano matulungan sila no, na magkaroon ng income during this pandemic kasi alam naman natin na maraming nawalan ng trabaho, maraming nagsara ang negosyo and this is our chance no this is the perfect time for us to start no a business or to start a company para magtuloy-tuloy tayo in life. So, I really hope nag-enjoy kayo sa session na to at marami kayong natutunan about FH Moms, about Kubo. Make sure to follow our pages, Filipina Homebased Moms and Kubo Philippines, QBO, ayan. Kasi meron kaming, yun nga, even without FH Mom Startup Month, Kubo has monthly na mga workshops, events, no, one-on-one mentorship. And then with FH Moms rin, we do a lot of webinars na, no, at from time to time, we partner with different organizations so that we can provide you with these learnings, no, kasi bago lang to sa atin. So, ayan, is there anything that you want to add, Dave? Maybe you want to promote, let's say, an upcoming event because we also have the startup week, right? That's happening soon.
Right.
So maybe you can share.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, before I plug siguro the Philippine Startup Week, definitely again, ulitin ko ulit, we are definitely so much excited to for the momathon talaga happening this October. For every moms out there, there's no harm in trying talaga, and baka your idea would be the next Facebook, would be the next Grab that the Philippines will have. But if ever you guys are still exploring the Philippine startup ecosystem and if you want to be part of this, community talaga, we're organizing the third run of our Philippine Startup Week this November 15 to 19. So, we're organizing around 70 to 80 events during that 5 days. It's going to be online. That's the good thing about it. Whether you are kung nasa Luzon, Visayas, or Mindanao ka man, you can definitely attend the Philippine Startup Week. Mark your calendars, November 15 to 19. You can go to phstartupweek.com to know more about that specific event. And that's the best platform to meet different aspiring startup founders. If you want to meet investors or if you want to meet different partners, or if you just really want to be part of the community, we hope that you guys can join the Philippine Startup Week 2021. And as MK mentioned in kanina, we do have our regular programs at Kubo, from basics to kulitan. Tomorrow we're gonna have our September kulitan to feature the Forbes 100 to watch list. no, I hope you guys can visit our Facebook page, Kubo Philippines, and all of our events, no, are being posted in that channel. So see you guys soon in one of our events, and of course, see you in the no in the FH Mob Startup Month of MK.
Thank you so much, Dave. Bye
Thanks,
bye.
MK. All the best. Bye bye.
You. Thank you. Ayan. So again, sobrang thankful talaga ako sa The New Channel no, for this opportunity na magkaroon ng 5 episode na show dito sa TNC page. So, everyone, ilang days na lang ba before Christmas? We're left with 89 days. Grabe. Sobrang bilis lang, no? Sobrang bilis lang ng panahon. Kalaan nyo yun magki-Christmas na. So, sana lahat, no, will enjoy the season. Medyo malamig na dito sa Lipa. And yes, I wanted to thank everyone for joining us tonight. And I will see you again next week sa second episode natin. Again, that's 7 p.m. Okay? Thank you so much. Bye!